Welcome again everybody to a new lesson made by Young Woon.
He's a 7-dan amateur from Korea, and today he is going to show us some tricky openings that we ourselves would like to try out. We found them very interesting, so we hope you also enjoy them.
So here black plays a tricky opening. He makes this formation on the lower side, and it's difficult for white to play the good move on the right side.
The normal idea would be to invade the lower right corner, for example, with this normal looking invasion. However, with strong position on the lower side for black, black can attack this stone with the taisha, and already the position is good for black now. When white tries to go out and to fight, this starts the taisha josuke. However, this is very good for black now, because black has supporting troops nearby.
When black plays this big jump, white is already in trouble. White cannot escape with his two stones, and black makes a huge moyo. So this is very good for black.
Going out like this is an overplay. Therefore, the correct answer for white is to saddle on the right side and to crawl on the third line a few times. However, black gets big influence, and he makes use of it with this beautiful big keima. What a move and what a moyo.
So, when black gets to play this ogema, white is already in a bad situation. Therefore, this proved to be a mistake by white. It is, however, a good idea to play on the right side. It's the biggest area of the board, and white could think about approaching black's corner in a more careful way. For example, playing a little bit further away from it. However, this allows black to play on San, and it takes quite a lot of territory. And also, black can pressure white with the next move by playing here. It is, however, maybe playable for white, but it is a little bit better for black. Black is creating territory while pressuring white.
Black feels more happy like this, I think.
Right, and white feels a bit sad. So white can do better than this, and perhaps white can approach the corner softly.
What follows is a common josuke, where black gets a big corner, and that is why this result is not considered to be that special for white. Black feels good.
So we've seen that white tried 3 different approaches in the corner, but none of them really worked out in this situation. So perhaps white can think about splitting the right side instead, like this.
And this has actually been played in many professional games. And black can consider to approach from the lower side, like this, or to approach from the upper side. When black approaches from the lower side, then he has a special strategy in mind. With this strange looking keima, black builds up a big moyo on the lower side, and white will have to invade it at some point. So this will be a difficult fight.
So instead of responding in the upper right corner, black defends by attacking. So this is a special strategy, and when you approach from the other side, from the upper side, you can also go for a special strategy. For example, by this wonderful attachment. This is from a game where black was played by Cho Han-seung and white was Cho Hun-hyun.
It's a game from 2004, and this attachment is probably the reason why we both would like to try this opening really badly. It's a really great move to play.
It's also difficult to respond to it for white. In the game the result turned out quite boldly, with white taking the corner but sacrificing his one stone on the right side. Black captured it in a ladder. In the end, black also got to play Tanuki and switch to the upper side, and we think this is not a bad result for black at all. We actually quite like it. So if we can get this in our games, we would be very happy. So we've seen that splitting the right side is a good idea, but in this case black is happy to either try this tricky move or this one. So the correct move for white is actually this one. It's very crazy, and it's also very difficult to find, which is why we should all play this opening. If your opponent does not know that this is the correct move, then you can try some tricky things against him. This is the correct move because it makes miai. If black simply takes the corner, then white makes a base easily on the right side. It's an even situation. If black pincers white, then white gets to play on this spot and white makes a nice base again. So that's why this move makes a great miai.
We would like to show you another tricky opening. It's quite similar to the previous one, but the 3-5 stone is now in another position. And also the formation on the lower side is a bit different, where this extension is one further than in the previous variation. It invites white to invade, but this is exactly what black's plan is. White has already been tricked like this.
Again, black is happy to pincer and to attack white. White has two choices here. White can either go out or try to settle in the corner. Going out will leave white without a base, and it allows black to get territory on both sides. Black's territory is quite big. When white tries to make a life in the corner, then black will get influence, and again black is happy. So invading here is wrong. Invading on San is even worse.
Again, black pincers, and black makes good use of the marked stones. White needs to go out, but again, black develops positions on both sides and gets territory on both sides, while white barely has a base.
The best move for white is again a miai move. This is the correct invasion. It makes miai between A and B. When black takes the corner, white is happy to jump here. Of course black aims to attack white's base, but white can run out, and white is not in real danger. This is an even result for both sides. When black plays at A, white can take the corner, and this is actually very good for white. It seems like black is building a moyo, but white can split the right side, and white is a lot better here.
We hope you enjoyed these tricky openings and make sure to check out some of the games in the bonus tabs, where you can see professional players play this opening. Thanks for watching and see you next time.